Hey beloved, this is an extension. This video is an extension of Lady Wisdom and Madam Folly. I will be speaking about what it means for Lady Wisdom to speak with clarity and in clarity. Okay. What does it mean for Lady Wisdom to speak with clarity and in clarity? Um, some months back, I was doing a message. Um, I believe in a message I was talking about being back and how God want me to speak in clarity and with clarity. And while I was putting this message together about Lady Wisdom versus Madam Folly, um, this came back up. Lady Wisdom speaking with clarity. So, why is it important? Why am I talking about it? Because our greatest goal is to be like Lady Wisdom, to speak with clarity and in clarity. What does it mean? It means her voice is understandable, direct, and rooted in truth. She doesn't manipulate, confuse, or seduce, she reveals. Her words are not hidden in riddles or cloaked in flattery. They are straightforward, trustworthy, and aligned with God's character. Lady Wisdom speaks from the heart of God. Proverbs 8:6-7 says, "Listen, for I have trustworthy things to say. I open my lips to speak what is right. My mouth speak what is true. For my lips detest wickedness." She doesn't twist truth to fit culture. She doesn't soften conviction to gain approval. Her clarity comes from her alignment with righteousness. She speaks what is right, not what is popular. Speak with clarity and in clarity. In a world filled with noise, Lady Wisdom's voice is distinct. She doesn't shout to compete. She speaks with moral precision. I remember I braid hair, and for maybe 2 years now, I haven't been braiding as much, but uh, I used to always put on my picture, "She is precise, she cuts like a knife," and precision. Her clarity exposes deception. Her insight brings order to chaos. Proverbs 1:20-21 says, "Wisdom carries aloud in the street. In the market, she raises her voice. At the head of the noisy streets, she cry out." She's not hiding. She's not whispering. She's not vague. She speaks plainly, even when others don't want to hear it. That is it. Lady Wisdom clarity is compassionate. She doesn't mock the simple. She invites them to grow. And Proverbs 9:4 says, "Let all who are simple come to my house." She doesn't use spiritual jargon to impress. She doesn't speak over people's heads. She speaks in a way that invites understanding, not confusion. Her goal is transformation, not performance. Unlike Folly, who flatters and entices, Wisdom speaks with holy restraint. She doesn't bait with pleasure. She builds with truth. Baiting with pleasure. A lot of people, and we have seen this so much, with a lot of ministers. A lot of ministers, they put on a best outfit, Gucci, Louis, all these expensive things to bait you in, to make it seem like their fruit, to make it seem like they bear good fruit just because they have expensive material things. Lady Wisdom don't do that. She don't bait with pleasures. She builds with truth. Her clarity is a safeguard against manipulation. She doesn't appeal to lust or ego. She appeals to the fear of the Lord. When Lady Wisdom speaks with clarity, she reveals truth without distortion, cuts through noise with moral precision, invites the humble to grow, protects her hearer from deception. Her clarity is not just intellectual, it's spiritual. It brings light to dark places and calls the listener to alignment with God's heart. So let's go over this again a little bit. Lady Wisdom speaks with clarity. Is saying her words are straightforward and clean. She doesn't twist things. She doesn't sugarcoat truth or dress it up to impress people. She says what's right, even if it's hard to hear. Her voice isn't confusing, it's honest. She doesn't speak to stir emotions or win applause. She speaks to reveal truth, to help people see clearly, and to guide them toward life. Her words are like a clear window. You can see through. You can see what is real through it. Now, to speak in clarity, I am talking about a place where she's speaking from. She's speaking from the character of Christ. She's not speaking out of chaos, fear, or confusion. She's speaking from a place of peace, discernment, and spiritual light. Her heart is settled. Her mind is clear. She's not reactive. She's responding to wisdom. Even when the world is noisy and messy, she doesn't get pulled into the drama. She stays rooted. She speaks from a place that's been quiet. She speaks to a place that's been quieted before God. That's why her voice cuts through the noise. It's coming from a clean place. Her clarity, once again, is not just intellectual, it's spiritual. It brings light to dark places and calls the listener into alignment with God. I am doing a 4-part message when I speak about Lady Wisdom versus Madam Folly. This is one part, okay? And let me reiterate what I have. So the first message should be with Lady Wisdom versus Madam Folly. The second one should be a breakdown of a dream. The third one should be a dream. And this fourth one is what it means to speak in clarity and with clarity. And if I remember, I need to start putting this on my notepad. The message I did where I talked about how God told me to speak with clarity and in clarity, I will put that in the description section so y'all can go back and hear that one as well, which was months ago. So we at the end of that. Once again, speak with clarity and in clarity. Y'all be blessed in the Lord Jesus Christ.